So I am live. Hello, everybody. It's Rob Morgan here with Real Talk here on October 1st, which is a really weird day for me. It's October 1st here. It's a 1 year anniversary of my nephew's passing at Las Vegas Boulevard and 57 other victims that day. So I wanted everybody to take their time and understand that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and always move forward and progress and have a better day for yourself. So I'm here in my truck. I got a little spot I can film here and get with everybody and say hi to everybody and see what everybody's doing out there. It is going beyond your limits and believing in yourself, believing what you can accomplish, believing what you can achieve. And I keep pushing the point of that to have you guys do better in your lives as well as me do better in my life. So I'm moving forward with what I'm doing, and it's been working very well. It's the last couple months been a little rougher because I'm getting into newer stuff, but I am learning how to do different things, and I'm getting ready to launch a new product on my website, so that'll be fun, and my friend's going to teach me how to do that a little bit better, and I'll get going with that. So we're here today. It's a beautiful Monday. It's not too cold, not too hot out here. I'm here in Colorado. I'm wearing a sweater because it's turning into winter very fast. And I wanted to talk a little bit about my nephew and put him out there. And Eric Silva, 21 years old, was a victim in the Nevada shooting and the Route 91 shooting last year at this time. So this is the 1 year date of it. So I figured I'd get on here and express my feelings about it, and make sure that everybody keeps remembering what went down last year. What's going on with our world, and how it is changing, and just be safe and careful, and still get out there and still go out and have fun, and don't let it deter you or nothing. And when you're out there, be aware of your surroundings and be aware of what's going on, and be aware of your exits of where you can get away, and maybe take cover if something does happen. And that's one of the topics of today is to be more aware in your surroundings and what's going on with your life. So I wanted everybody to be happy today. It's Monday, it's a work day, and everybody gets back to work and gets going and see what's going on and what you can do in business better, and always do your best on Monday and keep running through to the end of the week so you can get your weekend started just right too, and get going with that too as well. And so as I always talk about ROI. We'll get into a little bit of that, not to get off the topic of October 1st and what this is really about, but to get in a little bit about some business and some value of what I always do. Even though today is the 1 year anniversary of my nephew's death, I still want to get into a little bit of leaving a value here, as well as the value of your life and your well-being and everything. So when we talk about ROIs, it's return on investment. What you're going to put in and what you're going to get out. I got a new proposition today on the phone, man. My buddy called me up. I'm gonna check it out. It's got to do with a little bit of cryptocurrency. We're gonna see what's going on. New company started. I'm gonna do my research and see if I can, maybe make a couple dollars on cryptocurrency. And that's what it's about. And you got to get out there, and you got to put yourself out there in order to be able to get a return on your investment. And that's what I'm doing. I might be putting myself out there, and it might be a little rough at sometimes, or it might not be in my best interest to do it. But hey, man, you got to take a risk in order to make a gain. Without a risk, you're not going to get any gains, rewards on what you're doing. So always take that risk. If you hear about it, you want to take that risk and move a little forward with it. Do some research on it and make sure that it's going to work for what you're doing in life. And investing is what I do. I do investments. I've been an investor for a long time, and ran my own companies, and I really do enjoy that. And when when you're running your own companies, you got to invest money to make money. Everybody says, "Oh, you can make money off of nothing." Well, I call straight bullshit on that, because I've always had to invest money to make money, and the more you invest, the more money you're gonna make. Straight out, bar none. That's what it is. So if you want to make a bunch of money, you got to invest a bunch of money. I want you guys to leave comments. If you guys want to leave some comments, I will answer them. Ask me any question. That's what it's about. It's real talk here with Rob Morgan. I came on here. I haven't been on here in a while, and I've been jumping on and off. And one of my buddies told me, we really need you back on there, man. You need to show your face. I really like watching you and stuff. And sorry for all my fans and my family and my friends out there that do watch me and that do follow me religiously, and they want to hear their motivation of the day, and I need to get back on here myself and really need to start motivating you guys up, and get you guys going back into it. And we're going to do another Morgan's Mixer. I'm actually going to Kansas in a week. I might just do a show out there. I don't know. It depends what you guys think. I mean, a lot of you guys are in Kansas, and a lot of my friends are out in Kansas. If you want me to do a show, leave me a comment. Tell me yes. Tell me no. Would you come to the show? There's a lot of good places right there in my little town that I can do it. And if you guys want me to do it, hit me up and tell me what you think. Maybe I'll do a show out there while I'm there. I'll be there about a week. It's my wife's birthday coming up on October 6th, so we'll be celebrating that out there in Kansas, where I live. And then on the 9th, she goes in for citizenship paperwork. My wife's from Juarez, Chihuahua, so it's crazy. It's finally coming to an end that we get all of her paperwork done, and she's going to get her citizenship, and we're going to move on, and we'll be able to travel a little bit easier and go to different countries now, and we can get our passports a lot easier. I mean, I can get my passport, but it's my wife's getting her passport. I see Bobby Douglas, is my cousin. He was just on here. Really do appreciate that. Somebody has asked me a question. Let me see. How are you doing, sir? I'm doing just fine, man. How are you? Hopefully everything's going good out there in India for you. Must be probably nighttime right now. I've talked to you about maybe doing a show out there or something. I'll get out there soon enough. I'll be able to travel abroad. I haven't been abroad yet. I haven't been across seas ever, like going to a different country at all. So we'll get with that and see where I'm gonna go. Ooh, I'm gonna lose battery. I guess I gotta plug in my battery here. Yeah, see, not ready. Should have been ready. My fault. My bad. I didn't think my battery would die that fast, but it is. So had to come up here on the cameras. Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Let me back up. And I'm on here today, and I feel really good. I'm having a good day. I'm going to go out and I'm going to purchase some items to sell on my Facebook seller, and my Amazon seller, and my eBay seller. It's Monday. It's a good day to go out and find maybe some good deals, Go to a couple stores, and, like I said, I hit all kinds of different stores. Anywhere from thrift stores, Goodwills, to people's antique shops. You never know what you're going to find. Always looking for that one item that I can sell for a big ticketed item. And I got some big ticketed items right now on my eBay seller. I got a pair of Indian moccasins for $2,500. That's how you step up your game. You go for the bigger ticketed items so you can make more money at the end. And it helps your ROI and your return on your investment. And just like the thing with some cryptocurrency, I'll be checking that out in the next week, and if that seems to hit my profile right and my portfolio is in the right standings with everything, and I can purchase into it, I will. I might go small, I might go big, I'm not too sure yet. I was talking to my friend, anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. I told him I might just throw $5,000 out if I like it enough. And it's at a low state right now. It's just getting ready to go public. It's got some backing, so it's got some backing from Verizon and another company. So we'll see what's up with that. I'll get into that. I gotta still check it out. I just got told on the phone, so it's not something that I know everything about right now. And somebody call me right as I'm doing my show. That's about normal. Right when you get ready to click on that camera, boy, people want to talk to you all of a sudden. They want to say what's up, hi, what's going on. So if you're seeing this, get on here and watch me. Maybe share my post, get your friends on here, see what's going on. Maybe they can understand a little bit more about the ROI and your return in your investment, because that's what it's all about. I don't care what you gross. It does not matter. You can gross $8 million, and still only come out with $1 million in your ROI on your return in your investment. So, where are you really at? I mean, always tell your net worth, what you're actually worth, what is going on. Like my net worth right now is substantially lower than it should be. It will go up though, because I will work harder and I will push forward and I will get more money by the end of the year. And that sometimes that happens. Sometimes you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, but you stay afloat. With paying all my bills, everything, I stay afloat, and I keep that money to the side, and then all my investment money is, it's a different account, so if I run out of money, then I can't invest, but my money will come back to me in another investment that I've already done. I always keep going with investments to make more money, and that's where you really get into your return on your investment. You get into your ROIs, and you get more stable with them, and know that, okay, this one's gonna return my investment in 1 month or 1 year or 6 months, or and then you stack up some other cash because you might want to do another investment, and that investment might be a weekly ROI, or maybe it might be a daily ROI for you. It might turn around every day, and when you start doing that, you start making more money at different periods of the month, and that way you can get to where you're getting like a daily check, a weekly check, maybe every 2-week check, or a monthly check, so you know exactly what's coming in and where you're going with your life, and where you might be going with your businesses and your projects and what you're doing. I really do appreciate that people are coming out here. I'm on 2 platforms right now. I'm on Facebook Live, and I'm also on YouTube Live. I've only had a couple people ever hit my YouTube. It's new. I've only done it a couple times. I really do appreciate you guys coming always to my Facebook and showing me love on it, and coming out here and supporting me and supporting my journey and my cause in life. And that's going beyond my limits and believing in myself too as well. Beyond Limits Believe. .com is the name of my company. You ever want to get on my website, buy a shirt, buy a hat, hey, feel free. There's gonna be more stuff coming on there. We're gonna have some. I'm getting with one of my friends, and he's gonna hook me up, and we're gonna have even more products on there, and it's all for Beyond Limits Believe. To believe in yourself and what you can accomplish and what you can achieve. So we're out here on this lovely day. It's a nice day out here. I'm glad that you guys could come and join me and check me out and see what's going on. Really do appreciate it. I'm gonna close my door. It's getting a little loud. It's starting to bug me, so give me 1 minute. So it's funny, I want to say something, a lot of people want to know where you always do your shows at and what you do and how you do it. I'm doing this out of my truck. I actually own a diesel. It's a 1984 Grumman Olson truck and trailer, and I have a couple compartments here. I have one up in the front that is it's like a little bedroom kind of style, or office, as you might call it. It's this little 6x6 area, and I got some nice little leather chairs up in here, and I got a little lamp right here, and I kind of fix it up, and it's stuff I'm selling. I'm not keeping this. I will sell furniture. I will, I have boots for sale. I have Louis Vuitton belts for sale. I mean, there's some crazy stuff of what goes on when you actually start becoming an eBay seller, or you have your own website and you're selling your own merchandise, as well as coffee mugs, leggings. I got socks that are gonna come out, and I got my hats and my shirts, and I'm gonna go ahead and push forth with some sweaters and get some hoodies and stuff like that. I'm gonna do some female clothing. as well as men clothing, and I might even get into kids clothing. You know, if if I see it on there and I see what I like, and uh, I like the kids clothing because it's a little. If they have the same kind of product that I'm using, I will go ahead and make it. If they don't, I'll have to find that product, and that's what it's all about. It's about what my clothes are made out of. I use some of the softest material I can find in my shirts, and my hats are the top grade hats that I can buy. I always look for the best in the quality of the product because I'm not worried about having a cheaper product and selling more of them. I would rather have a more expensive product and sell less of them, and have my clients a lot more happy with the product that they have. That way the shirts last forever. I've had my shirts for going on almost a year and a half now, and it's still no colors faded out of them. It's a nice white shirt. I really do appreciate my guy out there in Kansas that makes my clothing for me. He really hooks me up on it. It's been great. And I do see that people are jumping on and off here on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate you guys coming. Come on, join me. Share it with your friends. Get other people in on it, and know that you can do the same thing that I'm doing. If you're not doing it, if you have a 9 to 5 job, that's really great. I really do push for people to have jobs and to have their own thing going as well. If you do have a job and you do want to get into your own business or your own doing your own adventures, you can always get a hold of me, and we can work on stuff, and I can give you pointers and tips, and there's a very low fee charged in that. You can always inbox me here on my Facebook, a messenger, or get me on my YouTube, or call me on a phone number. I have a phone number out there. You can find my phone number on my Facebook, and you can also find it on my. I think you can find it on my YouTube channel too. I think my phone number's on there too as well. I've put it out there. You can go to beyondlimitsbelieve.com, leave a message. I can get to you back on that. That's my website. There's many ways to get a hold of people. And hey, all you have to do is message me right here. If you're watching me, you can always message me. And we can get together. I like doing one-on-one projects better than I do doing a stage performance, because you don't really get that one-on-one experience as well when you're on a stage and you're doing a stage performance. You kind of lose some of your captivity there with the guy that might be more interested than the rest of the people there. So when you do one-on-one consulting, it's a lot better, and you get a lot more accomplished, and you go away with a lot more fulfilling, a lot more of your satisfactions of what it might be in your business. So, and even groups of like 10 is better, or doing groups of 20. But once you get over 50 or 100 people, man, it's really, you're just talking to everybody at that point. And it's it's harder to keep everybody focused on what they want or what they need from you. So, as we do the bigger shows, you got to understand when a speaker's on stage, they're talking to everybody at one time, so they might not hit a key point of what you want to hear, or part of maybe your business demographics that you wanted, and he doesn't mean to do that. It's just, that's the way it goes. And I want you guys to understand, please come and join us on stage. Please come and join me here on Facebook Live as much as you can. And, we're going to have a Morgan's Mixers coming up again. We're going to do that, do it out maybe in Kansas. I want to do one. Got a buddy that lives in Lawrence. He's going to look around and look for a show spot for me. We might be doing one out there next week. And if it comes up, hey, it's going to come up quick, so you got to jump on board. Be sporadic in life. Don't wait 8-9 months to go to a show. Hey man, you hear about a show and you can get there in 1 or 2 3 days, man, it'd be the best time, because that's sporadic, and that teaches you how to do business better. And I'll talk about that on stage too, and I'll talk about more of it here on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I'll talk more about being sporadic and being more just on the fly, because sometimes that's the way business needs to run. You don't want to plan everything out and have it all, I got this and this to do before I get to this point, because that's not the way it goes. Sometimes you have to jump forward and then go backwards and then go forward again. And that's the way business really runs. People can say they got it all planned out, and no, they don't. If you got it planned out, well, you've plateaued, and you're stopped in your business of excelling or going farther. And that's the reason why you got it planned out, because you want to stay in this certain area, and you just want to be level. And leveling is not always the best. You do want to be level to a point, but you always want to be rising above. And you always want to be trailing that hill and going and tracking that mountain, and going up it and conquering more new, better journeys in your businesses, or in your life, or in your health, or in your wealth. I've said those points before. You got your life, health, wealth. It's three of them. There's only 3 points of your life that you really need to take care of, and it's those three: life, health, wealth. Once you got all those, you're pretty much happy, and you're sustained yourself. Some people want to become a millionaire. Some people want to become a billionaire. Some people just want to have enough to sustain their lives and be happy, and not have all the worries and the trials and the tribulations of being a millionaire, maybe, and being that person to where you are always having to take care of somebody else as well as take care of yourself. Because most time when you become a millionaire, that means you got employees, or you got people that work for you, and you gotta make sure you have business for those people, and you gotta make sure you have a way to pay them and keep them in money, and that's what it is about owning a business. I mean, just there's some people that work for themselves and they work all by themselves, and then there's some people that work for themselves but also have employees that work for them. And you got to figure out if you're gonna, are they gonna work for you, or are they gonna be a subcontractor? And you got to make sure they have business all the time, so their families are getting fed. So it's always a little different for, different people, different strokes for different folks. So if you're really out there and you want to get into business, I strongly suggest it. Have an idea, make your own product, sell product, you know, talk to people, whatever it may be that you wanted to do in life, give it a shot, go for it. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to try it, because if you're saying you're going to try it, you've already told yourself that you're not going to do it, it's never going to happen. So I want you to go out there and just give it a shot. You want to get here on camera, and you want to be on camera, and you want to get out there in front of the world and talk to them and see what everybody else has got to think about you, do that. If you're really worried about what people think and how they're going to react to you, get on camera, see what happens. If you don't care, do exactly what you want in life. That's where I'm at. I don't care what people think or what they might want to hear. Maybe they don't want to hear. I get on here because I want to express my opinions and, get my journey out there and get my coaching out there and tell people that they can go farther in life and they can be their own person, and they don't have to take so much grief from everybody, and stuff like that. That's where I'm at in life, and I love doing what I'm doing. I love being where I'm at. I love being a life coach. I love being I do relationship coaching as well for people who first time in the relationship to people who have been in a relationship for 20 years. I've been married for 18 years, so I know a little bit about being married. Not a lot, but I know a little bit. I've been there for 18 years now, and that's not a long time, but it's long enough to understand that, in two people's relationships or two people's lives, and they're with each other, you need to be content with each other. Don't be to where everything's got to make you so happy that you still have to have that love and butterfly feeling, because that's not where it's at. Be content with each other and be happy with your lives. And, that's where I'm at with my relationship consulting, or when people ask me about it or talk about it, and they ask me why you've been married 18 years. Well, because me and my wife get along. It's a great combination. It's easy to be with her. She's a nice lady, and we get over our quirks and our little quarrels that we might have. So we're getting back to where, we're talking about the different things that I might do and what I might do in my life to make it better, and like being a relationship coach, or being a life coach, or being a business coach, and getting people out there to want to start their own businesses. That's really where it's at, and that's what I'm about. I've been doing businesses for many years. I really love to run business. I've had anywhere from a skate shop to, I've owned my own hotel at one point, a motel that I had with 16 rooms, and we also had a bar at one point with some buddies. So I've done that. All my adventures have been really nice, really good. And I really have had a good time with them. Some are a little harder than others. My favorite was probably the skate shop. And between there, the last 18 years, I've also ran a construction company, which I kept that going up to about 3, 4 years ago. And I finally just, I turned 40 years old and I didn't want to do construction no more. And I was doing roofing. I was a roofer by trade, and this was after many years of what happened in my life when I was a young man in my 20s. I started getting into roofing, and then I ended up opening my own business doing roofing, and that went very well. I had a lot of success at it, and I made really good money, and I did like it. And then when I turned about 40 years old, I was like, man, I'm not gonna break my back down. I'm not gonna break my whole body down just so I could make a couple 100,000 a year. I didn't see the point of it, and why work so hard when you can work less and get more, and it's been a rough transition into the internet phase and going into the internet world, and like getting my clothing line started. I thought about it for many years, and I've been Beyond Limits for almost 18 years now. I've had the name, Beyond Limits, I believe is my skate shop name. It derivative from my skateboard company, my skate shop that I had, that I sold clothing and skateboards and rollerblades, and I sold shoes, hats, jackets, pants. So I've been in the retail business before. I've done it many times, and I really like to be in retail. It's a good little position to be in. It does make you good money, and it makes people happy, man. When they put on my shirt and they're like, "Oh, Beyond Limits," I'm gonna go beyond my limits today. That makes me happy. And when people come up and talk to me on the street and they tell me, "Oh yeah, you're the Beyond Limits guy," I'm like, yeah, and it's really humbling, and it's fun, and it's you get out there and you start this journey that people are following, and people have came up to me before, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're Rob Morgan. You're the Beyond Limits guy. I've seen you on the internet. I watched your shows." And here in Denver, I get a lot of reaction from people, and in Vegas, people know me in Vegas. I've also performed on the street in Vegas, and I've took the same thing right here that I'm doing right here, right now, setting, and talked in Fremont Street to just average people walking by and ask them, what do they want in life? How could they get more out of life? And it's really weird because you're grabbing random people walking down the road, walking through Fremont Street, and they're not wanting to think about that, and then they think about it and they're like, wait a minute, maybe I do want to say something. So grabbing them straight off as they're actually partying and going into casinos and talking about return on investments, or how their life is doing, with just their life changes, or maybe what their health is about, how they can be more healthy in life. It's really weird because people were into it and people weren't into it. And, I went on with it. I didn't care. I had fun. I did a little comedy stuff up there. I would make people laugh or make people cry, whatever it took. I didn't really mind it, but everybody had a really good time on Fremont. And I'll get back to that. I'll do that again. I always like to go out there, and I am a street performer as well. That's with this right here was what I'm doing. I've also taken it out and performed it on the street, and in Vegas, like I'm saying, and I had a great time doing it. So I want you to be able to, take whatever you want in life and go run with it, wherever it may be or whatever it may be doing, and don't think that anybody can stop you, because they can't. You're your own person. Nobody can hold you back but yourself. The only person holding you back is yourself. Opportunity is there. It's knocking. It's right there in front of you. Take it. Take advantage of it. Do what you got to do. This is 2018, and as the internet is, it's wild anyway as it is. The last 5, 6, 8 years, it's been even boosting even more. And now we're in this big social media world. Everybody uses social media for different things. So, you might as well use it to your advantage. Why sit there and just scroll all the time when you can actually put forth and start your own journey in life, and start your own happiness of some sort. Maybe if this makes you happy, if it doesn't, go a different route. It makes me happy. I love being out here, and I love doing these kind of shows, and I love putting out here on camera that you can be your own person. You can go farther. I've missed my wife. She's not here. Get to see her in a couple days. And she'll be here with me, and it's gonna be really great. Or I'll be with her. Excuse me. I'm going out to Kansas, so I'll be with her, and we're gonna party for her birthday. We're gonna chill. We're gonna see some friends. Everything's gonna go a lot better. Um, hey, I just want you guys to get out there and be happy. And today's October 1st. Like I said, we'll get with that real quick. It's my nephew's 1 year anniversary of his passing, and 57 other fallen victims of the Route 91. I do not want you guys to ever forget that. We've had some really crazy stuff happen, and there's also one in Texas that'll be coming up in the next month. And don't forget about those people as well. My heart goes out to those victims' families as well. And sorry for everything that's been happening in the last couple of years, but I'm sure it's going to work itself out. You know, Nobody knows why. Nobody can answer the questions. But I did lose my nephew last year, 21-year-old. He was Eric Silva in the Route 91 shooting. October 1st. It was horrific. And that morning I put out a post because I do public speaking. Like I do get on here and I put out a post for the families of the victims of the shooting, because I heard the shooting that night. I was actually in Vegas when it all happened and it all went down. So I actually put a post out, pushing my regards to the families and telling them, sorry for your losses and whatnot. And then I found out that our family is one of the victims of as well. My nephew had passed away in the 91 ring shooting, so it kind of even hit even harder with me. And it was really crazy because I already had compassion for the fallen victims that had already lost their lives in that, and then now it touched me even a little bit closer because it was my nephew that was one of the unfortunate few that passed away in that 58 person shooting, which there was no point to it at all. And let me say that too. There's nothing, nobody knows. The only person that knows is the guy that did it, and he's gone. So we don't know what that is. And I just want you guys to always remember and always believe in your heart that you can make things better, even with the family members, or your own family, or maybe you have a son out there you haven't talked to, or a daughter, or your mom, or your dad. Make it as well as you can and get back with them, or maybe even a friend that you haven't talked to for a while. And you don't want to, you don't want to miss that out. And I just found out. Castleberry, one of my friends, he passed away, and I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not too sure where it's at. I have to find that out. I talked to him a couple months ago on the phone, maybe like 6 months ago. We were talking about a business opportunity he wanted to get into, and I don't know what happened. I'm not too sure. I'll find out. I'll get back to Kansas and I'll find out, and I'll talk to some of our friends, and we'll find out what exactly happened and what went on, and if he's still alive or not, or stuff. A lot of people put stuff out there and it ain't true, so that kind of makes it rough for everybody else. If you're gonna do something, do it right. Don't ever do anything wrong. If you can, as much as you can, do it right. Get the right proper information and then put it out there. As well as I do, as much as I can, I do my best to put out the right information on this. On Facebook here, and that way I don't look like a dumbass later on, or I'm saying the wrong thing and I have to retract it, which I will, and it's happened before. I've retracted stuff before that I found out and later on is no good, or is just it's been a lie to myself, and I thought it was if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I've learned that multiple times over. I did an investment a year and a half ago with some stocks, and I lost $2,000. The guy screwed me out of $2,000. That's the way it is. That's what happens. But you move on. It's not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna take my life down. I just moved on and got bigger and better and badder. So I'm really happy that all you guys could show up today. And you know, if there's one thing you can take out of this, it's always be aware of your surroundings and be aware of people that are around you, and protect yourself and protect the people that are around you, and have fun doing it, no matter what it may be. Or you going out, or you doing different things, always have fun doing it. Just be aware of what you're doing in business and in life and in health and in wealth, whatever you may be doing. Be aware of what you're doing, and get the most information and the most knowledge you can. So I'm here on October 1st. I'll come back to you soon. I want everybody to have a really good day. uh, be well, be happy, be free. It's a Monday. Get back into business. Go forward with your life. Go beyond your limits and believe. Go to beyondlimitsbelieve.com. Get on there. Always message me. Leave me comments and leave me likes or hates. I don't even care if you hate me. Leave me a hate crime. Leave me a hate mail. I don't care. Not hate crime. Leave me a hate mail. I don't care. Shoot, I always want to hear from everybody, good or bad. So this is Rob Morgan here with Beyond Limits. Good day, good evening, and good night. And I will see you soon. I will get back on here. I need to start getting on here every day again. I need to get back into the groove. And what gets me into the groove more is you guys too, as well. When you come on here and you leave me comments, you share my posts, you get more people involved in it. That also boosts my spirits, and it boosts what I'm doing. So good day, good evening, and good night. Thank you. Same time, same place, same face, right here, always live on Facebook. Got YouTube going, got my Facebook going. Thank you, everybody. Good day. See you soon, and be right.